Well, hello. Oh, my microphone's not broken this time. Welcome, everybody. I don't have Last of Us up yet. We will be playing it, but I don't have it up yet because I'm doing research. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Unless you're not here. I don't know where you live. Or do I? Nah, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Nah. I'm doing research for building my dad a computer for his Christmas gift this year. And I'm just trying to figure out the case. I think I know what I'm going to go with. I think we're going to go with the Corsair 2500X, but I'm just watching a review of it. Because I'm not quite sure. Let me lower this. I just want to see if this is the case I want. I'm going to go with the Obsidian. But I just want to get an idea. So this is how we're starting this stream. I was just trying to finish this. Oh, real quick. We do have a drink today. The drink today is the new Red Bull Winter Edition. I finally found it yesterday. It is Fuji Apple and Ginger. So we're going to give that a try. Apparently it's not for everyone, but I'm excited to try it. I also really want to try and find the Red Bull Advent Calendar. I'm becoming a Red Bull guy. I want to do that. I think that'd be fun to do. Because I want like a good Advent Calendar this year, because I didn't do one at all last year. Alright. Red Bull Winter Edition. Is it any good? And should you try it? It's pretty good. I like it. But I also like apple and ginger. So if you don't like ginger, it's not super strong. You get more apple than ginger. Ginger is kind of like a little bit of an aftertaste. Like it's really late. But if you like apple and you like ginger, give it a try. I'm a fan. I like it. That's nice. I like it more than I thought I would. Let's see. Just show me the back of the case. Actually, that's about how big my GPU is gonna be. I'm making this computer so overkill for what my dad needs, but it's gonna last him a long time. It's been more expensive than I thought, but I've probably saved over $150 on used parts. Well, not all used. Just shopping with eBay and stuff. Saved a lot of money so far. The only thing I have left to get is the motherboard, which I already know, and the case, which I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay. We'll have to... It's going to have an SSD. The only part I have so far is the SSD. Having a 500 gig SSD. But to fit the power supply I have to take out the hard drive SSD cage, which is fine because if you guys remember from the PS3 streaming PC way back there, that PC, I had to take out the hard drive. No, I had to take out... No, it's not that one. Well, it's partially that one. This one, my main computer that you can't see, I had to take the hard drive cage out for that. I forgot about that. I don't remember what I had to fit, but it's kind of like jerry-rigged in there, so the hard drive's kind of hanging. It's hanging by like 2 screws, but it's like an 8 terabyte hard drive, so I'm just leaving it. That's just for video storage. That's all I store on it is videos. So I'm trying to decide if this is what I want. We're not going to be doing this build until like first week of December because I currently don't have a second stream phone for my second camera. And I also don't have I've got the only weekend I don't have any plans is next weekend. But for 2 weeks in a row, there won't be any streams. For 2 weekends in a row, there won't be any streams. So like the weekend of Thanksgiving, at least here in the States, there won't be a stream on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So there will probably only be 2 streams that week. 2 or 3, maybe 3. Most likely 2 though. Why is my mouse just sometimes lag? I hate it. Mine's gonna be a full-size power supply because I already got it. It's not, we're doing an air cooler. Air cooler clearance should be fine. I was gonna go with a different case, but I wasn't sure if my power supply that I got would fit. I got a white power supply for a black build, but it was a good deal. It was cheaper than the black power supply, surprisingly. I don't care about thermals aren't really going to be an issue, so I like it. I like Corsair cases. It's not for me, but I like my, what is this, the 3500X? I love it. I love this case. I still have to get fans. I have some fans. I've got like one Corsair fan left, one Corsair IQ fan. And I've got like older fans too. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. This was supposed to be a no RGB build and not have a side panel, but it is impossible to find a case that doesn't have a side panel these days. Like, honestly. Impossible. I like it. So the shift power supply, it would come out down here instead of here because of the way they are. So, because that's where the SSD caddy is. Yeah, it'd come out down here at the bottom where my mouse is instead of here at the back. Just because of the way the shift power supplies are. I think we're going to go with this one though. Here, I can show you the power supply, I think. Yeah. Not power supply, the case. This one. With the black. There is like an all mesh version of this one that has like mesh on the front too, but I'm like, it looks kind of terrible. And I was not a fan of it. So I think we'll go with this one. I'm going to do some more research after stream just in case, but I think at least. Or who knows, maybe I should do this live. Maybe. What do you mean 3 items? Oh, I added it twice, I guess. Keep forgetting about hotkeys. I will always forget about hotkeys. Where's my part picker list? I can give you guys a little assessment of what the part list looks like. Let me change the case real quick. Corsair 25. God damn it. Obsidian. Here we go. So sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. It does not like my compatibility, but I'll figure it out later. This is what I'm thinking about going with. CPU, we have an i3-13100F. That is already gotten for $70.07. I got that good deal this morning. Very happy about that. A Thermalright Assassin X 120 for $20.50. An Asus B760M AYW. That still might change. I might go with a more a more expensive motherboard. I don't want to, but it's impossible to find motherboards. Motherboards are so expensive. I hate it. Why are motherboards so expensive? I might just do that one. Might just change it just to make it easier on me to go with the case and everything. But it has to be DDR4 because I already got DDR4 RAM. 16 gigs DDR4, way too much than my dad needs. 500 gigs, plenty of storage. An RTX 3060 Ti, more than my dad needs. For $197, so under $200 for a GPU, which is pretty dang good. We're gonna go with the Corsair 2500X in Obsidian, and then I have a Corsair RM750X in white. This is the shift power supply. Although you're not going to show me the shift power supply for some reason, even though I put in the shift power supply. Why are you doing this to me? Hang on. RM750X shift. That one. That's the one I want. And I paid... Let me look at my phone. What did I pay for this power supply? Not a lot. But brand new. RM750X shift. I paid $83.07. Hell of a deal. God damn it. Here. $83.07. That's what I paid. Well, pretty good. I might have to go with an updated motherboard, though. It seems like motherboard's going to be a bit of an issue. At least from what it's telling me. Maybe motherboard has old USB headers. So I might go with a more modern motherboard. We'll look after stream after Last of Us, and I'll see if I find anything better. But we got a game to play. We got Last of Us to play. I've spent 17 minutes. Well, actually, more like 15 or something. Just looking at this. So I'm gonna save this for later. We're gonna look up wait, can the 2500X support a full-size motherboard? I don't think so. Sorry. It doesn't. Okay, it's MATX or Mini ITX. That's what I thought. Okay. That's fine. I want to go micro ATX. MATX LGA 1700 DDR4. Okay. I'll find something that'll work. It's just gonna be more expensive than I want it to be. Apparently. Of course it is. Of course it is. You know, I had a feeling that'd be an issue with going in the Nolar motherboard. I also don't have to go with that case. Because I haven't gotten motherboard or case, I can still go with a full-size motherboard and a different case. And going with a full-size motherboard opens up the options so much. Technically, because of the same gen CPU, I could go with the motherboard that I have 2 of already. We can have 3 of them. It's a good motherboard. I like it. Oh, look at that. There it is. I've used you a few times. Gigabyte motherboards. It's got to be DDR4. Which DDR4 boards are getting harder to find all the time. Also, I found some really cool Tomb Raider stuff last night, and I'm very tempted. A Prime? That's a new listing. Got a new or used? Either one. Although for motherboard, I feel like I'd prefer used or open box. Or new or open box. This one has USB 3.2 as well. Ooh. Ooh. The problem with going ATX means the case is bigger. Here, let's see. I like empty ATX. I've never done it before. but it has to be DDR4. I need to turn on my PS5. We'll get that rolling. Alright, let me get the game launched. And we'll actually start playing in a second. Okay. Where is what I want? I can't find it. Just tell me a motherboard with DDR4. Don't make me do so much research. DDR5. Everything's DDR5 now. But DDR4 is so cheap. Everything I have is DDR4. It really limits my options when everything's DDR4. Or DDR5. That's the motherboard. It must be a sign because I keep coming around to it and I keep seeing it. That to pick that one. Can't you just okay, instead of an Asus motherboard, I prefer an Asus motherboard. Show me, I don't know, Gigabyte. B760M. DDR4, LGA 1700. Dude, this one's even older than the other one. This one has a PS2 port. No. No, we don't want that. That's what I do not want. This is for parts. No? Really? I don't like that it just says gaming on the side of it. You can't even see it. That looks kind of terrible, but it's not super bad. It looks fine. Is this the one, maybe? Here, let me think I can show you, maybe? This one. This one. Looks fine, right? Seems okay. Let me see. Would this one fit? B7 Gigabyte B760M. Well, it says I don't need the converter. So at least it's a little bit more of a modern motherboard. Might end up going with this motherboard. Although I don't really want to go Gigabyte. I prefer Asus for motherboards. Here, let's try this. Let's try this. Just give me something. Please. Google, give me something good. Also seeing this tough one a lot. This is DDR4. It's Intel. It's DDR4. But it's like way more expensive. Out of my price range. I'm just not going to find what I want with a modern case, am I? A 290? Jeez. That's old. I feel like going with a more modern motherboard isn't a bad idea. I'm talking to myself because you can't see what I'm looking at. It's a good deal. Does it work? No heatsink, GPU, RAM, that's fine. Why is my phone going off very loudly? Jeez. That scared me. My phone went off very loud. Why was that so loud? My phone's never that loud. Okay, I need to actually play the game. We are like 30 minutes in. So I was supposed to be making more progress today. Is this gonna be this what this stream turns into? Now, why would I need separate mounting stuff? This is like specifically for... LGA 1700. I think I'm gonna have to go with this other motherboard. But we can do the price as it's like a $20 difference. It's not that bad. Really don't want to go Gigabyte. Ugh. But I also really don't want to spend another $100 on a motherboard. I don't want to go Gigabyte, but I also don't want to spend the extra money on a motherboard. I'm in a bit of a pickle. But that's a full-size motherboard, too. But it also doesn't have to be. Okay. I swear I'm almost done looking. I swear! I'm supposed to be playing a game and here I am. Is this what this stream is gonna be? We're just gonna do this instead. We might go full size. I wasn't planning to go full size, but I might go full size. Which means totally different case. Which is fine. I'm still probably going to go with the Corsair case. Corsair, what do you have for cases? I can show this. What does Corsair have for cases? I have this one, the 3500X. Really like it. But it's a big case. That's why I was thinking, man, he really doesn't need one that big. It's a big case. I like it a lot, but can I sort by what they support? So micro ATX and mini ITX is that one. I guess MATX is supported in all of them. Yeah. Meh, I like the 2500X. I want to stay MATX, I think is the way to go. I'm not going to show up my checkout. That'd be a bad idea. This one's like slightly different. Am I just gonna have to pay more for an MATX board? A mini ITX is even more, so. Let's do this. Show me that. Okay. I could do the fucking funniest thing. I mean, it's an option. It's a bit anime-y, but it's an option. It's a nice looking board, though. I like the colors. Good I/O too. Damn. It's not like horribly priced either. It's $100 more than I want to spend, but it's not that bad. Would this work? Probably. It's an option. Worst part is that might be the board that I go with. I just won't tell him. I actually really like it. It looks really nice. I might look up this board later. I'm gonna look it up now, actually. I'm curious. It's an interesting board, I gotta say. I kind of like it. Oh, that was DDR5, wasn't it? Damn. Okay. Well, we'll figure this out. I will figure this out, you know? Okay, game time. Finally. Let's actually do it. So I stop just scrolling and looking. No one can stop me. I'll do it forever. Really not helpful when you can't find anything else that works. Okay, what if we go gigabyte? How do we look if we go gigabyte? Okay. Asus might not be an option. Found the one, but that's pretty much it. Open box. Might be the board. 1700, MATX, DDR4. Might have found the board. Huh. Is a Newegg open box good? I've never used Newegg open box. Perfectly fine. Ooh. You know, the fact that I can't see any pictures of it makes me trust it less. I just thought about that. Okay, I don't trust Newegg Open Box. Even though it'd probably be fine. I might have found the one motherboard I can make work. Shit. We have one option. Possibly. Although I don't like the look of it very much. But it is possibly our only option. Well, it's not our only option. It's just another option that would be more compatible with my case. Which honestly I'm not that worried about. You're an hour into this. Do I need to change the... Are we actually going to play a game? Possibly not. Do I need to watch a review of this? I might need to watch a review of this. Just see. See what happens. You ever notice sometimes YouTube loads and it just doesn't give you any things to look at for images? Okay, I'll get this later. Stream. We'll game. We're playing a game. That's right. We're playing games. That's what we do on stream. That's what we do on streams. We play games. We play games. I don't remember what we were doing. Marina, that's right. Day 3. We're supposed to be making more progress. We're not going to make that much progress because I'm too busy looking at other stuff. We'll make a little bit of progress.
Do wolves use this place? We dock some of our boats there.
Okay. Let me change something real quick. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know, I feel like I'd prefer to buy a motherboard new than used. Just a preference here. So, new it is. Apparently I gotta get some things. Supposedly. Or we just go with this. I'm still looking at parts, by the way. Okay, I don't think the stream's gonna be... You know what? This isn't gonna be a Last of Us stream. This is gonna be a chilling stream. So I'm gonna change the name. Because I want to get this project done. And I'm too distracted and I can't get my brain off of it. So this is going to be a different stream. This is going to be a chatting stream. Planning a PC build. / chatting. Save. Oops. Change. I can't change it. Fuck. Damn it. Why? Change. Do I need to make a thumbnail on the fly? I'm not making a thumbnail on the fly. I don't know what to do for a thumbnail. What is this picture? Sure. That's the thumbnail. Sure. Why not? This is no longer a game stream. We are doing a chatting stream. Just because I want to finish this. Plus, I'm not really in the mood to play a game, honestly. So let me put on some music. Okay. Let me put on some music for us. And we will just chat and look at PC parts that I can't completely show on stream. It's going to be a little shorter. We're finishing Tomb Raider tomorrow, by the way. I still got to do a schedule. Maybe we can do that too. How can I do this? Do we just go with the... Hang on. So right now I've got two options for a motherboard. We can either go with this one that has some compatibility issues with my case, but I like the look of it better. Or we can go with, I just gotta make sure, this one. That'll be a little more expensive, but it doesn't have any compatibility issues. I think it might be worth the extra money to not have any issues. And it looks fine. I don't see any bent pins or anything. So it looks fine. It'll ship with a shield on too, which is good. Always helps. I mean, it doesn't look that different. I'm just not a big fan of Gigabyte motherboards. I think I gotta go with this one. Let me see if I can find it cheaper anywhere else. Let's see. Can we find it cheaper anywhere else? Let me put on some music real quick. What music do we want to listen to today? Or we can just watch a review of this board. That's what we could do. MATX. Show me the DDR4 one. No? Oops. Man, my hotkeys really mess things up sometimes. There is like no videos on this motherboard. That's useless. Oh, I think this is the one. Just to not have any compatibility issues. Feels like it's worth it. Seems worth it to me. Oops. Stupid hotkeys. Parts only. Oh, that does look better. But I'm not a fan of the black. But it's got more features. Maybe I could find one where I can make an offer. That'd be nice. Definitely a lot more availability of the motherboard, this motherboard, than the other one. So maybe this is the one. Was it used? Minor box damage. Includes original accessories tested and working. You couldn't, like, you know, show the motherboard. Like, the thing we actually want to see. So I'm, like, kind of skeptical of it. Is it... You say it's tested and working, but I can't see it, so I don't trust you. Don't trust people on the internet. I don't trust it. I don't trust it because I can't see it. Like, at least, like, show, like, a picture of it, not just the box. Like, this is useless. I don't know what that motherboard looks like if it has bent pins. You say it's tested and working, but I have no idea if there's anything wrong with it. I'd like to see a picture of it, you know. Some people, like, don't know how to take pictures of the stuff they're trying to sell, I swear. Or they take, like, the crappiest picture. It's a good price, but I can't see it, so I don't know what it actually looks like, so I don't trust it. DDR5. DDR4. That's a good price. What the heck happened to the socket? Wait. What's up with the socket? Wait a minute. Okay, let's get some music. Because I want music. Where is my music? Where is my music? Where is my music? What shall we listen to for music? I know what we're listening to. This. Alright, hopefully it's not too loud. It's a little loud for me. Good for music? Good? Or should we do jazz? Do we want lo-fi or do we want jazz? Do you like jazz? You know what? I got a better idea. Hang on. Where's my playlist? You know what? Yeah, screw it. This is better. Haven't heard this in a while. Oh, and my plugin still works. Heck yeah. I love it. Turn it down a little bit. Apple Music can be a little loud. That shouldn't be too loud. Okay. This is an option. Used, but I don't like what the socket looks like, so I don't trust it. Boy, now is like a terrible time to buy motherboards. There's just nothing trustworthy. Nothing good. Like, this would work perfectly, but it's more than I want to spend. Might just have to do it for a motherboard that actually, you know, works better. Is that the same thing? That's the ATX version. We're going MATX. Tiny. We're going tiny. What's the difference between a 760 and a 660? That one's cheaper. What's the difference? Wait. What's the difference between these two? How's that socket look? Fine. No original box. That's fine. As long as it works. I don't really care about the original box. $160. Not bad. It's more than I want to spend, but, you know, it happens. At least some other one I wouldn't have to get a bunch of adapters for. One of these songs is copywritten. Not this one. I don't think so. This is an option too, but this one supports 13th gen, right? I think. It should. Usually says right on the motherboard. 1700, so yeah, it should support 13th gen. Okay. Is an option. This is also an option. This one's also new. And the shipping. Oh! Alright, I'm already having that not be an option. You know, I think I'm just going to go for a bit more of an expensive board. Just so things work. Like I said, I don't trust Gigabyte boards. I've had so much better luck with Asus boards than Gigabyte. I've also been seeing a lot of people say they've had dead Gigabyte boards arrive, which is not incredible. Maybe. I might go with that, honestly. Damn it. Fucking hotkeys. I definitely can't play this song. I can play that one though. I like kind of remember what songs in this playlist I can play. Kinda. I might have just found one. Would this one work? Possibly. Fully functional. Should support 13th gen. Let me see. Does it support 13th gen? You can't see anything what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to, you know. Here, if I do this. You can't see anything on this screen. Here, let's do this. I got an idea. I think we'll be safe. I think that would work. Kinda. If I center it a little bit. What about that? Aethanox, welcome. Hello, how are you? Is it this one? Yes. '13th and 12th gen, perfect. Okay, I might go with this one, honestly. I think it'd work well. But does PC Part Picker like it? This is copywritten. Hang on. I'm exposing my music library. I am doing pretty well. I'm just trying to plan out this build where everything works. 'Cause I found a motherboard I like, but it's not the most compatible with the case. And I already know I want this case. B660 M. Asus B660M. I think it's this one. Is it that one? Yes. That one. Great. What's the issue? No, it supports 13th gen. What are you talking about? I already looked it up. It doesn't have to have... I don't need to have Bluetooth, but it does have to have Wi-Fi. And I'm not building this for myself. This is actually for my dad. This is a Christmas gift, so... This is not for myself. If this was for myself, this would look totally different. No, my dad does not need much at all. Like, this is... What I have is overkill for my dad. Way overkill. Trust me, if it was me, I would not pick an i3. I have an i5 13600K in my computer, I think. But this is way more than my dad will ever need. He doesn't play anything modern for games or anything. Because I still play some of the games that he used to play. I'm just trying to plan out this build. I've gotten most of the parts. The only thing I haven't gotten is the case, which we're going with the Corsair 2500X, and the motherboard. But everything else has been gotten. He can still kind of run games. No, honestly, the games he'd be running... Here, I can tell you what games he'd be running. He'd be running... Here, let me look. He'd be running Panzer General 2. Love this game. This game is great. He'd be running Panzer General 2. What else? Empire Earth. This game. Mind you, I love all these games too. Empire Earth, such a good game. Oh, such a good game. And then Empire Earth 2 as well. I think there's a Star Trek one. I can't remember the name of it. Probably Total War Shogun. Love that game. I have all these games, by the way. Let me go grab them real quick. Okay, I don't know where Panzer General 2 is, but it's somewhere. Played those games once. So, Empire Earth. Love this game. It's fantastic. I still play it to this day. Then the expansion, of course. Risk 2. I actually just got Risk World Domination on the PS2, so I'm really excited to play this. I can't get this to run on anything, by the way. So yeah, those kind of games is what we're doing. It's his Christmas gift this year. Like this is his whole gift. He's had laptops for a long time. But I wanted to just have something that he can just leave at home, and it literally has everything he wants on it. That's the goal of this. And I haven't told this is an unexpected gift. It's turning out to be more expensive than I thought it would be with the prices of components now. But it is what it is, I guess. And this is his whole gift. So, and it's I think it's better that it's unexpected, because I'm not telling him anything. I haven't even asked him about anything, because I already knew, like, last year that I was going to do this. He's needed a good computer for a long time, so. And why not just build him a computer that'll last him a long time, so he doesn't have to buy a laptop every few years when it's crappy because the battery's gone on it. And you know, replacing laptop batteries these days are a nightmare. Because they're not removable like they used to be. Well, they are, but you know what I mean. What the heck is going on? Anyway. So that's the whole reason I'm doing this. I think this is going to be the motherboard I go with, but I don't like the... What was the compatibility issues? It didn't like the i3. But it supports... Ugh, maybe I should go with the 760 just in case. But it's such a good deal. It'd probably be fine. So yeah. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I think this is copywritten. I don't remember. This one isn't. Okay, I think I should be looking at 760. Sit 60. There you go. But the 760s are expensive. Ugh. Well, this one's not that bad. Ooh. I'm not a fan of the Amazon warehouse thing. I don't know if I trust that. What about this one? God, this motherboard seems old. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's fine. Where is... There it is. Alright, let's do... Would you be happy if I said it was a B760? A Prime. That one. No issues. I might have just found the motherboard. I still don't quite trust it because new or used. Wait, is it used? What's the different one? Oh, that was the, yeah. I'm just worried about the compatibility with my case now. That's the new issue. Never mind. I think I found a winner. Possibly. This thing looks brand new too, but this comes out slightly cheaper because of free shipping. Other than that though, these are like the same price. Though this one I can make an offer. I'm gonna like this one. I'm gonna like this one. 760M D4. They are the same. Alright. We're gonna make an offer. I'm gonna go for... Oh, how low do I go? Here. How low do I go? 77? Okay, I definitely can't show you this next part. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go 78. 78. I'm going 78. We'll see what happens. Send offer. I'm guessing they have a limit of how low they're willing to go. Because it declined right away, which means they have a limit. $83. That's the question. How low is the limit? Okay. I think their limit is below 80. I sent an offer of 83. What is this? Oh, okay. Here, I've got a different song. Where is the playlist? Found it. Alright, this is a bit more Christmassy, but it is what it is. Well, actually, it specifically is Christmassy. I don't know. It's fitting. It's snowing currently, and it snowed overnight. It's fitting, all right? It works. Okay. Well, I put in an offer on this one for like 83. So we'll see. If I can get it for 83, it'll end up being a little cheaper than this one. But if they decline it, I'll probably go with this one. They're the same thing and they're both new. So I guess now we wait and see. Be great if it happened on stream. Let me just make sure I'm not showing anything. I think I'm good. So let's see. This would probably be looking at around 90. Sorry. Okay, it didn't make it that much more expensive. We're gonna remove that. We will get that case. We can confirm that. Okay. I'm feeling pretty happy about this. We'll see which one we get. And we'll go from there. But this is kind of what the finished build's gonna look like. This. Accepted. Yay! We have motherboard. 83 bucks. That's pretty good. 99.14. We have a motherboard. Sorry, I keep doing that. Okay, that's like, what, $10 more than I plan to spend? That's not that bad. Okay, that's decent. And I don't have compatibility issues anymore. This shouldn't matter, and this one won't matter either, because it has the right mounting stuff in it anyway. So, this is what the finished build looks like. We have an i3-13100F. Reminder, this is not for me. This is for someone else who does not play modern games and does not do a lot on the computer. A Thermalright Assassin X120 Refined SE for the cooler. I've never used a Thermalright cooler, and I've also never used an air cooler besides like my first CPU. I've pretty much gone AIO since. We have an Asus Prime B760M, a micro ATX board. For memory, we have 16 gigs of G.Skill Ripjaws, a DDR4 3600, CO16. WD Blue 500GB SSD. You can't even see it because I'm not showing the right screen. We have an Asus TUF RTX 3060 Ti, a Corsair 2500X Obsidian micro ATX case, and a Corsair RM 750X shift power supply. The shift power supply really limited my case selection, but I wanted to do micro ATX anyway, so. But I got a good deal on it. This white power supply was cheaper than the black ones and a normal power supply. And it's like brand new. And the white too. White components are always more expensive. But $642.66, not bad. I probably saved $150 or so on everything total. Like CPU, I saved probably $20. Cooler, $5.10. Motherboard, not that much. Hard to really find motherboard deals, honestly. Like good motherboard deals. RAM, I probably saved $20-$30 on. Storage, probably $10-$20. Graphics card, $30-$40. Case, this case is actually on sale, so $50, I think. And power supply, $20. Monitor, or is whoever is going to already have one. Already has a monitor. I've got someone else that is covering mouse and keyboard. This is going to my dad, by the way. But he's already got a monitor. He's had a laptop for like ever. Okay, I hate whatever song this is. Skip. Okay. He's had a laptop for a long time. And I'm just tired of seeing him getting laptops over and over. So I wanted to build him a computer that would just stay there for... Like, this is way more than he needs. Way more. Does he need a 13th gen CPU? No, I probably could have gone 10th gen and it would have been overkill. My dad doesn't do a lot of them on the computer. I just wanted something that would last him a long time, though, and something somewhat modern. Like, I have a 3070 in my PS3 streaming PC, and it does great. A 3070 Ti, I think. And then the one I'm currently streaming from has a 4070 Super. Both computers have 13th gen i5s, so even I'm not that modern, but it's more modern. The CPU he has in those laptops is probably a 10th gen? It's my guess. I'm not sure if he has an AMD or a Intel. But honestly, around this price point, Intel ends up being cheaper and better. Go higher, though, AMD ends up being cheaper and better. I've always preferred Intel builds, though. Just personal preference. Feels like they feel more trustworthy. The only thing I might get is fans. Because I have some extra fans, but they'd be all like really mismatched. That's like the only thing I'm not sure about is fans. If I can find, I have like one IQ fan left, like the Corsair IQ fans. I have one of those left. So if I could find a good deal on IQ fans, that'd be great. But IQ fans are freaking expensive. But they're so nice. They work so well. Okay, we can clear both of these. We know what we're doing for motherboard. Happy that offer got accepted. Most of these parts are used or like open box. And I think the only part that's going to be new, parts that's going to be new, let's see, CPU is used, but like open box, barely used. Cooler is open box. Motherboard is new. RAM is new. Storage is new. GPU is used. Case is new. Power supply is new. So pretty good. Evo i5 and just a normal i5. I don't know. I've never used an Evo i5. I'll look it up though. Intel Evo i5. A Core i5 versus Evo. I'm guessing the Evo is specifically for laptops based on the Reddit thread. Looking at I think it's for battery life or something. Hyper CPU using the Evo, what? Hang on. Overview of Intel Evo. Oh, it's like a laptop thing. Specifically, I guess. I think it's like battery life stuff. I don't really know. Or maybe it's just quicker. A little quicker. I think it's made more for laptops rather than a normal computer. So I guess power saving kind of thing. That makes sense. I don't know most of these songs. I also don't like that. Just trying to find something nice. I mean, yeah, power saving does make sense. That's Intel Evo. I don't even know it was a thing. Although I don't have a Windows laptop. I have a MacBook. I have an M2 MacBook Air that I got like a year ago. Like really good B&H deal. Such a good deal. Love that laptop. My first laptop in years too. I just wanted something I could take, that wasn't an iPad. I mean, I still have an iPad, but definitely if I've like started to hate Windows, so my next computer, or I should say, if I could switch right now, if I could switch everything to Mac, I would, because all of my other devices are Apple. And I don't really do much PC gaming anyway. So that wouldn't really bother me, losing that. I don't really game on PC. I'm pretty much just console. At this point. Yeah, I'm glad they accepted that, like, right away. That's really nice. Anyway. Thinking back, but I'm too broke. I totally understand that. Every time I see the one video of Kermit checking the cash box, I think it was like me after buying groceries. Here, I can show it. Let me find it on Instagram. I saved it the other day. Or I can find it on here. Let me go chatting for this. I might be able to find it on YouTube. Maybe not. Maybe not the one I want. Okay, I found it. I know what it is on Instagram. Hang on. Saved. There we go. Looking at my bank account after buying groceries. We can... Oops. Pause. That's how I feel. That's how I feel a lot of the time. Me after buying groceries. 3 moths and a washer. Broke. I couldn't find it on YouTube after with a quick glance, so that was my other option. Okay, we need like something upbeat. Can we get something upbeat for music? There we go. That's better. Your dad, it's like a Christmas gift, or does he know? It's a Christmas gift, and he has no idea. I haven't told him at all. The only other person that knows is my mom. Because she's buying the keyboard and mouse, which I already picked out. He's getting like, I think a Cherry keyboard. Let me go find it. He is getting a G305 Lightspeed mouse. Just because he needs a bigger mouse. And his mouse is kind of old. And this one he can just swap in a double A or something. Yeah. So he's getting a G305. And then he's also getting a Cherry Stream. I could have gone with like the cheap Dell, but I wanted something that was like a little bit higher quality. So he's gonna get a Cherry Stream as well. Which seems like a decent keyboard. Like, it's pretty quiet, too. Yeah, it's a full-size keyboard. Because my dad prefers the full-size keyboard. It's going to get a black Cherry Stream. So I asked her if she could do keyboard and mouse because I'm doing the computer. And she said sure. So that helps me a little bit. And I'm just going to build the PC, and I think what I'm going to do to surprise him I'm not going to wrap it. I'm just going to tell them, close your eyes, and I'll bring it in, put it in front of them. I think that will be the reveal. Something like that. I think it'll be really cool. I think it's going to be so unexpected. Like, I'm really excited about it. The only thing we need to look up is possibly IQ fans. So let's look up IQ fans. Sometimes you can get really lucky with finding deals on fans. Let's see. Oh, they are on sale. Well, actually, I want IQ Link. Although normal fans are fine too. These aren't Link fans. Don't show me. These aren't Link fans. Don't show me these. These aren't Link fans. At least I don't think they are. No, I don't think so. These aren't Link fans, are they? No, these aren't Link fans. They do look like they daisy chain together easily, though. Maybe worth considering? I don't know. Maybe. See, that's what I want. But that's one fan. I want like a 3-pack of fans. I have one extra fan currently. But I'd like a 3-pack. Because it's got to fill a 2500X. It's got to fill this. It doesn't have to fill it, but you know what I mean. It's not going to fill it. Oh, I need to buy the case. Is it going to be a black PC design? Yeah. We're doing... It's... well, this 2500X kind of has like a... kind of like a brushed side to it. I can't really show it that well, but let me see. Let me see if I can show it a bit better on Corsair's website. Cases 2500. It's gonna be this one. This one. That's the one we're getting. It's got like the brushed part to it. I was gonna go with like a silver, but I asked my mother if that would match anything or if it was a good idea, and she said no. So I'm like, okay, well, black it is. I mean, all my PCs are black, so I don't trust myself enough to do a white build. I know it would get dirty. I have white keycaps and I regret it. I need new keycaps. Because most of them are no longer white. But I've had this keyboard for like 2 or 3 years. I think it's the G Pro, whatever the heck it's called. I don't remember. But yeah, this is the case in this color. I was thinking about the walnut one too here, but I wasn't sure if it would match. So I just decided to go with this one. I think it still looks nice, and it looks better than the all black. Like the all black kind of looks just flat and boring. At least with like the brush side, it looks a little better. So I think it'll be nice. It should be easy to build into. The only thing is I have a white power supply. But you shouldn't see the power supply in this case. No, it'd be behind. I think we're fine. You might see a tiny bit of it, but that's okay. Because PC's got some white parts in it anyway. Wait, that's a good one. I know some of these songs. New keyboard and the keycaps are like blue. Old keyboard is white. It isn't anymore. Yeah, my keyboard is the G Pro, like the first one they did. Like this with the silver outside. With like some green accents. I can't really show it. Can I show this? Not really. If I point my camera down, can you see it? You can see it a tiny bit. That's about as far down as I can move my camera. You can see it like a tiny bit. It's really hard to see, but I've got like, it's like themed to Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon. So I've got like 2 Sailor Jupiter keycaps, and like it's got a green knob. I have a rose gold and like a forest green aviator cable, like one of the coiled cables. Cause my headphone amp and like speaker amp at my desk are like white and rose gold. I can't show those, but yeah, like my whole desk has like silver and white accents and stuff, with like black is the main color. I really like it, honestly. I thought about doing a video of showing off my, because I moved everything recently, but I'm probably not going to do that, because, at least not now, because I might be moving in, like, sometime this winter. I don't quite know yet, but I might be moving. It's like a 50-50 chance I might be moving in the next few months. So I don't really want to do that when I'm just going to change everything again. But I like how everything looks currently. Except the top shelf up there. I don't like that. I wish that was different, but I don't have anything for collectibles to do up there. Yeah, I like the 60% keyboards too. I think this is a 65 because it's got like the page up, page down on the end. I think this might be a 65. I do like that size of keyboards though. I used to have full-size keyboards, but I never used the numpad. So it's like, what's the point of having the numpad if I never use it? Oh, it's snowing again. You can't see it, but it's snowing again. It snowed overnight. First snow of the year. Well, not of the year, but of the season. Because it is only... How warm is it? Not warm. Oh, it's like light rain / snow because we're like right at the freezing point. It's 36. Feels like 24. So this snow is probably kind of gonna turn into rain. Right at that midpoint. Have a better background than me. I recently redid this because before, if you go back and look at my most recent setup video I did like last year in August, I think. One thing that always annoyed me was seeing my bed in the background, because this is in this like same room as my bedroom, but I wanted to separate it so you couldn't see any of that. And that was the whole goal with redoing this entire thing. Because even if you look at my streams from earlier this year, you'll see a totally different room for the PlayStation 3 streams, because that's my living room, and I didn't want the living room to have stream stuff in it. So I kind of split this room in half when I redid everything. So now it's like, this is the work / stream side, and the other side has the bed. And now living room doesn't have anything pertaining to live streams or anything like that. So the whole goal was to split it in half. To kind of separate it. Because I have to have that separation of work and play. Because I cannot separate it. That's why if I buy a house, possibly this winter, I want to have like a separate room that is just office. It'll be office / stream room. That is the plan. I hope I can buy a house soon. I want to. I'd rather buy a house now than rent. Like I am now. Overall, though, I'm very happy with how everything looks. I kind of did the redesign on a budget, too. I didn't really spend that much redoing everything, because I just reused stuff I already had. Oh, I just saw the fat PS2 in the background. It looks so much better with the first party stand than it does on its own. Holy crap. It looks so much better. I love it. I hope he likes it a lot. I think he'll love it. Why does my mouse just randomly lag? It's a pain in the butt. Why do you lag? Okay, we need to get... So we don't need to get this anymore. Just need to get the case, and then we need to look for fans. See you later. Thank you for joining. Thank you for chatting. Appreciate it. Hopefully you come back for some of the other streams. This was supposed to be a game stream, but I decided to not do that because I was too distracted doing this. We'll pick up Tomb Raider and finish Tomb Raider 2013 tomorrow. But I might actually end it there because I kind of got what I wanted to get. We know what we're doing for case. IQ fans, that's right. Corsair. IQ Link fans. Use. I don't want one fan. eBay. eBay's been the source for everything else in this build. For $50? Does it not have the cable? It doesn't have the cable. Oh, great. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Hopefully soon I can actually start to be a lot more consistent with videos. Like within the next few months. $20 to ship them. Look at this. Look at this. $20 to ship it. Are you kidding me? $20 to ship 3 fans. No. I guarantee you it is not that expensive to ship 3 fans. $20. Ridiculous. No box. Okay. And no cord. You could have said that too. You kind of need the cord to, use them. But I guess people don't care about that part. Man, the IQ fans are expensive, but they're so nice. They work so well. Wait. Let me guess, it's broken. I actually need a new cooler for my other PC because my pump is dying. I hear it every time I stream. It's so bad. Does it work? Missing cables. Oh. Never mind. I don't really want to buy a pre-owned cooler. But it is an option. Oh, it has to be a... That's right, it has to be a 240. Forgot it had to be a 240. This is for parts. IQ Link. I wonder if these will go on sale for Black Friday. They might, honestly. There's a good chance IQ Link fans would go on sale for Black Friday. That's a good deal if I had the cable. But I don't. What's new? So, same ones I have. Black would be fine. Why is my mouse lagging? This PC is so weird. Sometimes it just randomly blue screens for no reason. No idea why, still to this day. Dude, it is like snowing a decent amount. I got work tomorrow too in that. That's gonna be... Well, tomorrow and Tuesday are gonna be freezing cold. Holy crap, it's already been like 2 hours? Jesus. I should probably check my fantasy team. $90 though for IQ fans isn't that bad. I mean, they're not cheap. But it's also not that bad. Okay, I guess Michael Penix is deciding to suck today. So that's great. Thanks, Michael Penix. Sometimes you're just good, sometimes you're shit. Thanks for not being consistent at all. Appreciate it. I didn't want to play you, but I didn't really have any other options because Prescott's on a bye. I mean, Caleb Williams is playing too. Okay. I think we're fine. Anyway. Okay, that's an option. How much are IQ fans from Corsair? I don't need... Hang on. Fans. Hello, how are you? Chris Rossi? Welcome. I just want... Show me IQ. There we go. This is what I want. IQ fans. Because they're easy. Honestly, after you use IQ fans, it is hard to go back to normal fans. They're just so nice. They make life so much easier. That's the expansion. $90 on. They're on sale currently, but I wonder if they'll have a bigger sale for Black Friday. I feel like they will. I'm just hoping that AIOs go on sale for Black Friday because I need a new AIO for a PC. Trying to figure out NVMe stuff. What specifically are you trying to figure out? Welcome back. Ethanox? Is that right? Ethanox? I think I'm saying that right. What is... Sure. Hey, I got it right. Let's go. Also, can the 2500X fit? Can the 2500X fit 140 fans? I never used a case this small before. I've never done a micro ATX build before. This will be the first one I've ever done as a micro ATX. All my other ones have been full ATX. Can it fit 140 fans? I think it can. It can. Ooh. Got a Samsung 990 EVO Plus to run Windows 11 on PC. Sits behind the GPU. No heatsink plate for it. Would be fine. Also, anything special I need to do to it? Sits behind GPU plate. You're probably fine. I've never used a motherboard that didn't have a cooler for it or a heatsink for it, but you'd probably be fine. They don't really generate that much heat. And I guess if it did get hot, you could always get a heatsink for it aftermarket. They're not super expensive. You'd probably be fine, but maybe get a separate heatsink for it. That's what I'd say. Oh, I have the screen cut just so you don't see information stuff. I can drag it a little bit here. There. Corsair's website actually uses the full thing, unlike most websites that don't. That works. But yeah, we're doing the 2500X Ethernox. That is what we are doing. Just a little worried about the RTX 4070. Getting soon. Producing enough heat to cook it. I'd say if you're worried, yeah, thermal pad. Thermal pad, or you can get a cheap aftermarket heatsink. I'd say if you're worried, do that. It would probably be fine. But if you're worried about it, just get a cheap heatsink or thermal pad. Great suggestion. I almost did, for the PC I'm building, I almost did a M.2, but I decided to just go with normal SSD because they're like basically the same speeds. Honestly, they're not that different. They're both fast. Plus, it's just easier. Actually, they're about the same, honestly. I say that, and I'm going to have to remove the SSD and hard drive cage in this case to fit the power supply. Because you have to remove it to support a shift power supply. Because you see how it's here? The power supply comes out. With shift power supplies, it goes down instead of out the back. This originally wasn't going to be the case I was going to get, but I wanted something that was going to be compatible for sure with the power supply I got already. So we went with this, and it still looks great. I do love the look of this case. But yeah, I'm going to look out for cooler deals. It's Black Friday. Oh. Wasn't SSD. It's running at 100%. Oh, God. Oh, I can't even imagine how slow it is to boot things up on that hard drive, though. That poor hard drive. The only things I use hard drives for now is video storage. Like, I have a 8 terabyte hard drive in this computer I'm on right now. That's just for video storage. That's where all of my VODs go and everything. And then my other PC is the same way. I've got 2 different hard drives. One's a 1 terabyte, one's a 2 terabyte. Because one was like an old drive. And those are just video storage as well. But everything else is on SSDs or M.2s. I've got 2 M.2s in this PC, actually. This PC has a ton of storage. It's crazy. Oh yeah, you can't see that because I'm on my second display. Yeah, this PC has a 2 terabyte M.2, an 8 terabyte hard drive, and then another 2 terabyte M.2. The other one has a 256 gig SSD, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and then another 2 terabyte hard drive. Make sure the airflow is decent. It should be fine. This is also going to have a triple fan GPU in it. It should be fine, though. I've got the bigger version of this case, the 3500X, and the airflow is pretty good on it. And I don't have super hot components either. Like an i3 is not super hot. It's going to have an air cooler on it, so the thermals should be fine. Startup is killing that drive slowly. That's a great way to use a hard drive too, is for storing games on it. That's a great way to do it. I don't care. I need to go unlike some stuff on eBay. So I stopped getting offers of stuff I've already gotten. He seems fine, but not good for trying to run Windows. Yeah, totally understand that. I was on hard drives for Windows for a while until I eventually upgraded. And I was like, nope, SSD time. This is ridiculous. And I noticed it right away. Like before, when I was booting up, I could go like get a drink of water. Now it's like instant. It's crazy. It's crazy what the jump from a hard drive to an SSD makes. Like I put SSDs in all of my PlayStation 3s, and the speeds aren't that much better because PS3 doesn't really originally run, an SSD. It's got like SATA 1 support, but it makes like a slight difference. But like, it's crazy how fast the PS5 is. Insane. Like, playing Ghost of Yotei on PS5, instant, you're in the game. It's crazy. I still can't believe the load times in that game. They are unbelievable. Any specials up for NVMe? Heard it as like a one write system or something. So once this use is gone. I don't know. I don't know a lot about NVMEs, honestly. I told to set up a swap file or something like that. I never did that. Did I do something wrong? I never did that. Honestly, the only reason this computer has 2 NVMEs is because I think I got one on a really good deal. That was the only reason I got it. Like, I think Black Friday deal last year, it was like incredibly cheap for like a 990 Pro. I don't know a lot about that stuff. I guess maybe do your research on it. I don't know. I've never heard anything like that. That's the best I can say for that. Do your research, I guess. Okay. I'm probably going to go with 120 fans. Because it seems like 140 it only fits the top and bottom. Although, am I going to be able to... I'll fit bottom fans. Yeah, I can fit bottom fans with a triple fan 3060. 4 terabyte NVMe with a to PCIe 3. Yeah, that works. My motherboard has 2 M.2 slots, so my other one has... I actually bought the same motherboard for both PCs. They also have the same... Actually, it's not the same motherboard. They're slightly different. One's a Z690, the other one's a B690. Or B670, or whatever the heck it's called. Might be a B690, I don't remember. Yeah, mine has one. Yeah, my main computer is a Z690. Like a strict Z690 that I got a really good deal on like a year or 2 ago. 2 years ago. And it's got like an i5 13600. I might be able to go into Task Manager and see. There you go. Here's my specs. 13th gen i5 13600K. The other computer's got a KF in it. 64 gigs DDR4. 8 terabyte hard drive. That is the hard drive. NVMe. You know, this one says with heatsink, but I took off the heatsink because my motherboard already had heatsinks on it. So I still have the heatsink spare. And then 4070 Super. So that is my build. It is very nice, I like. I'm very happy with this computer so far. Although I don't like that it randomly blue screens sometimes, and I still have no idea why. Sometimes it does it super quick, and sometimes it takes multiple days or weeks to do it. I don't know. I don't know why it does it. Still can't figure it out. It's probably something shorting out somewhere, but I have no idea where. Maybe it's a driver issue. It could be a driver issue somewhere. But my other computer doesn't do it at all. So it's probably just something with the motherboard or something like that. Or a driver thing. Whatever. I just deal with it. It bugs me when it happens. Like, it really annoys me, but it's fine. Not that big of a deal. Got a Tough Gaming. That's a good one. I've never owned a Tough Gaming one, but I have a Tough Gaming GPU currently. The other one got my old Strix. The thing is, I think I love Tough Gaming for the price of it, but I don't like it as much for the looks. It doesn't look as good to me. The Strix looks better. So, tough gaming, great price, not as good looks. Strix, don't like the price, but looks amazing. And I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. I'm hungry. Should probably eat lunch. Same GPU potentially. It's a good GPU. I like it. If I could go back, I wish I would have gotten the TI Super rather than just the 4070 Super. I was thinking about possibly doing a GPU upgrade this year, but I don't think I'm going to unless I see some insane deal. Probably the one PC part I'm going to look for myself this year in the next few weeks is a new AIO cooler for my other PC because the pump is dying on it. That's all I'm looking for, I think. Maybe storage if there's anything cheap. If I can find a cheap hard drive or something like that. It's never a bad idea. Or cheap SSD. Never a bad idea. I'll see. Maybe I'll find something insane. But I'm not really looking for any computer stuff this year, I don't think. At least I don't plan to. Mid-grade parts. Mid-grade parts are fine. That's kind of what this PC build is. The one I'm finishing. That's kind of what this build is mid-grade. It's like low to mid-grade. Some parts are a little higher end. All stuff gaming looks like military grade. It does. They do look like military grade stuff. I think that's just the branding of it all. Yeah, the mid-grade, yeah. Military grade. It looks military grade though. It's all the branding. But tough stuff is good. I just don't like the looks of it as much as the Strix. I think the Strix stuff looks good. I've always preferred Asus for like most of my parts. Asus for motherboards and GPUs. Corsair for RAM. Corsair for power supply. Corsair for fans. Corsair for AIO. I'm a big Corsair and Asus guy. Like both my monitors in front of me are Asus. But they're both, what, 1440p, I think? That's it. They're not OLEDs or anything like that. Although I do want an OLED. There's a good deal on an OLED. I'd be tempted. Although I think I'd prefer to get an OLED TV first than an OLED monitor. Because I play more on my TV in my living room than at my desk. Sony for TV for me. You wanted the military grade stuff. Okay, Strix looks cooler, yes. Corsair, Samsung, Asus, AMD, NZXT. I'm a big Intel guy. I'm Team Blue. Team Blue. I've had AMD stuff, and I guess the PlayStation stuff is technically AMD. It's fine. Like AMD now is good. It used to not be good, but AMD now is good. HP, ugh. Yeah. Yikes. HP now is not great. HP used to be okay. But now it's just, ugh. What is this music? Could we get something good? I'm just gonna skip through. That's fine. Had a Pavilion, then went to HP Envy. Well, at least you didn't get an HP Stream, because apparently those are like the worst of the worst. I had an Asus laptop that was really good. That was an expensive laptop when I got it. That laptop was like $1,000 when I bought it. That was expensive for laptops when I had that. I think my dad has it now, and it's still hanging around. Like, it still works, but it is extremely slow. But I'm pretty sure that laptop is still hanging around. I need to ask my parents if they still have that, because I honestly might get that and see if we could throw an SSD in it, make it fast again. Rolling someone else's trash that becomes my treasure. True, that's what I'm doing. It's not, although it won't be my treasure. It will be my dad's treasure. Rather than my treasure. I had an Asus laptop. Then I had a Lenovo? I didn't have that for that long. And then I didn't have a laptop for a long time. And then just last year, I got an M2 MacBook Air. On a really good deal because I wanted a laptop again. And I don't use it that often, but the battery life on it is amazing. It's fast. Does everything I need it to do. It's light. I got it like silver, I think. Found a scrap PC, just a tower. Motherboard, CPU, power unit, and some fans. That's cool. I would love to try it. Love to find stuff like that around me, but I've never had any luck. Like, I always see people having great luck at like their thrift stores and stuff. I never have that luck with finding stuff. It's like, where do you guys go? I want to go where you're going, because none of my places around me have that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of the best find I've gotten at a thrift store. I got a DSXL case at a thrift store. That was a pretty good find. Black Ops 2 I found at a thrift store. My copy of Battlefield 2 in 2142 I found at a thrift store. I'm still looking for Battlefield 1942 and some of the other ones. What else did I find? Black Ops 2. I know there's another game. Black Ops 2 was a good find. I can't think of anything. Was about to rain and I was on my way home from work one day. Oh, you just found it on your way home? That's so good. I've seen like people rescue backwards compatible PS3s from like the trash that someone was just throwing out on their like way home from work or something. It's like, I would totally do that. Heck yeah. All about it. At least like recycle it properly. Don't just make it like landfill waste. Like, at least if you're not going to use it, at least recycle it or try and pass it on to a new home. Don't just throw it away. It's still useful to someone. Well, most of it is. Like, I'm finally selling my old CPU from like my first build. It was an i5 8400. I just sold it yesterday to a guy who's building a PC. I think I sold it for like $25. So it's going to a new home. Sitting next to the trash cans, brought it home, and the board and CPU are fine. That's amazing. Motherboard claims to be about 5 years old, though. That's That's not even that bad. That's actually fine. If you would have said 10, okay. But 5 is fine. I mean, the motherboard I'm getting is probably about that old. Around that old. 4 or 5. Maybe 3. Might be 3. Come to find out, they left it in a move, and the cleanup crew threw it out. Wow. You wouldn't even try to sell it? I would at least try to sell it, see if anything's worth anything in there. You got a steal. You got half a computer for free, basically. That's pretty good. All you have to do is storage and a GPU. That's pretty good. Although GPUs aren't cheap. But GPUs don't seem that expensive when you don't have to buy the rest of the computer. And RAM. Oh, RAM's not that bad. Although RAM has been going up in price lately. The only reason my computer has 64 gigs of RAM, it's like Corsair Dominator Platinum, I think. I found an incredible deal on eBay like a year ago. Insane deal. For 64 gigs, open box. Or I think it was used, but you only use like once or twice. Like not at all, really. And I got it for like $60 for 64 gigs of Dominator Platinum. Like $60. It was insane. I guess someone just wanted it gone. I jumped all over that deal. I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, that is a deal. Kingston Fury? That's fine. I think I got Corsair in this one, and then G-Skill in the other one, which is my old RAM. That's 32 gigs. I hate this. Okay. 16 gigs, that's plenty. I wouldn't recommend people do 8 gigabyte kits anymore. 8 gigabyte kits I don't think are worth it anymore. 16 gigs is fine. 64 would be an upgrade though. You're right. 16 is fine. I'd say 16 is my minimum now for RAM. Just because of the way games have changed so much. Games are so much more demanding now. 16's minimum now. It used to be 8. 32 gigs recommended. 64 more than you need. We're somewhere around there. I know DDR5's like super weird with its sizing, but I don't have any DDR5 stuff. I've never used DDR5. I only have DDR4. Got DDR5. Okay. Dipset has DDR5. Okay. I've never used it. But I know some of their sizing is weird, where it's like 96 gigs DDR5. And each stick is like 4. Okay. It's... Okay. DDR4, okay. But their sizing is super weird. Now I'll look it up. DDR5. Sorry. Yeah, like 48 gigs. What? What is this sizing? Look at this. What is this sizing? 48. 2 by 24. What? 96, 64. It's just weird. Although it does look really nice. I like my Dominator Platinum sticks. Honestly, I don't really know as much of a difference between DDR4 and DDR5, honestly. They kind of seem the same. Just one's slightly faster. Does Corsair still sell DDR4? No. Oh yeah, they do. Never mind. They do. This is what I have. It's this one. I have... this one. 64 gigs. Yeah, this is what I have. $64 gigs for me is plenty. I wanted more because I'd be doing video editing with this computer. So having that extra headroom is really nice. But doesn't it look so nice? It looks so nice. These ones have like a special lighting effect in the iCUE software too, where they'll like do like kind of blocks coming down, like kind of like rainfall coming down. It's really cool. That's what I have them set to. It looks really cool. They're nice. We could play a... Should we play a game or should I end? Been like 2.5 hours. Which flew by. We could play a game. What time are the Lions on? Noon? Noon? 1? I think they're on at 1. What time are my Lions on? Holy shit. The Colts and Falcons are going to overtime? Okay. Lions play at 4. Oh. Tampa plays at 1, though. Should try the Kingston Fury RGB. The lights are cool. Hey, as long as the lights are cool, that's all that matters. Just gotta look pretty. Originally, this PC I'm building wasn't supposed to have a side panel, but it's impossible. I said this earlier. It's impossible to find a newer case nowadays that doesn't have a glass side panel. There's just not a lot of them, unless you're looking for like the tiny compact builds. I was also originally thinking of going with like a mini PC for this build, but then I was thinking that's boring. Like, I don't know, let's just show off this one. Sure. Like originally I was gonna go with a mini PC, but I was like, that's kind of boring. Like, this feels really boring to me. At least with, like, building a PC, it's a lot more fun and interesting. And I think the person you're giving it to would appreciate it a lot more than just buying this. Especially if they don't know that they're getting it, like mine doesn't. Mine has no idea. But, like, this mini PCs are cool, but they're kind of boring. Or just like a big square block. At least with like a PC with a side panel, it's at least cool to look at, and it's a lot more fun to build it and stuff. Yeah, more fun to build. I totally agree. This would be my 4th PC I've built, I think. This will be number 4. That's crazy. Number 4. And it's not even for me. Yeah, like, they're cool, but, yeah, kind of lame. They're cool and lame at the same time. Okay. We could play a game. Which we might. Okay, we could play... we could play Roller Coaster Tycoon. Should we play a game? What do I have on the this PS5? Last of Us. Lollipop Chainsaw. I don't remember. Sure. Okay, we're gonna play Roller Coaster Tycoon, I guess. Shoot. Sorry. I have to run this game in windowed because it's kind of weird. Oh God. Let me resize it. Jesus. There we go. Okay. Oh, why are you showing? Oh my. Hang on. I don't want you to show windows. What is this? Oh my. What is happening? Computer, you are freaking out. Okay. Don't do that. And now I can't do... Oh my... Hang on. Shit. Wait. Where is my... Why are you bugging out? It is bugging out so bad. Okay, I don't know what happened there. What even happened there? I'm using OBS. OBS is what I use. Why are you only displaying like that? Hey, there we go. I'm using OBS. Love this game. I forgot they changed this. I don't even remember which one this is. I haven't played this in a while, but I still love it to death. Why'd they change the way you can see this? It's, like I said, it's been a minute since I've played. Is this Trinity Hills? Oh, this is old Trinity Hills. Why is it so dark? Are my settings just weird on this game? Probably. Why are the colors so weird? And how old is this save? This is Trinity. Yeah, this is an old save. Not a new save. That's an old save. If you have a Discord, I could try and help you with the display settings later. I don't have a Discord currently, but I have thought about making one soon, so we'll see. No, it's more of, I used to record this game, but I have not played it in a while. Like, it's one of my favorite games to play, but I just haven't had time lately. I hate how they changed the menu for this, though. Why they changed the menu? Oh, this is fine. Not the one I want, but it is one. Dun 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 dun. It's more of I need to look around where my files are. Maybe this isn't the best game to play. I'll fix this for later. I'll fix it later. I think I'm gonna end stream actually, cause I kind of want to go watch football. That's weird. I think I'm gonna end it here though. I need to buy that case. And then all the games. But that'll be a later stream. That'll be early December, that stream. But we'll be back tomorrow, finishing Tomb Raider 2013, and then I will announce the next game, which is, there's actually a few games coming up. But yeah, stream tomorrow, Tomb Raider 2013, should be good, finishing that finale. But everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who is new. Appreciate the subs, appreciate you tuning in to this. I love it. More stuff on the way. But until then, everyone have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for Tomb Raider. Peace. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye.